All right. Well, we're going to be doing this little thing called Deck Build and Chill. Mic check, 1, 2. Do I sound okay? All right. So, in between projects that I've been working on for the channel rebrand and things like that, I've been tinkering with some stuff and sorting cards and going through a lot of stuff. Today, we're going to be building a black-white deck, or as we like to call it, Orhizov in the Greek that is Magic the Gathering lingo. Uh, if anybody wants to come up and BS with me or ask questions, you're more than welcome to. I do have the chat on the big screen here. And greetings to K Show over there on the Twitchimus Maximus. Let's just go ahead and highlight these chats before we get over here to the table. And the people that are joining us tonight, and I understand everybody is probably hanging over at other places and other venues right now, that and most of which that are probably earning right now. Shocker, I know. But the best way to get back into the ivory leagues of earning is to be consistent and to keep your chin up and to, at this point, do your own thing. So this is what we're going to be doing tonight. And let me tell you something. I've been sorting cards all day long. You do see the Vox, Matt. I told you the next time I would have a card stream, you'd see Vox there. That's right. That's right. So let's welcome, of course, yours truly. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that if you guys want to help me out, you can do so here. And if you got a song or a skit request, feel free to throw me a $5 or something, and with your requests, and I'll take a break from sorting and building to do that for you all tonight. And hail to Steph Alice. It's good to see you. Hail to Amanda Gillum. I thought I saw her over there. Where did she go? Or am I seeing things? Is old dad seeing things? Old dad might be seeing things. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Good to see Steph here. Good to see Gunner here as well. Good to see you. K Shull coming in on all three angles. Thank you for the support on all three angles. It is a pleasure to see you all here today. So let's go ahead and get to it. There is a link in the Discord for my Ride or Dies. If you guys want to come up and BS, do say the word. He is turning Japanese. Amanda better be sleeping. No kidding. He is turning a Japanese. Tatsurai. Oh, my woman, sendayu. All right, so let's go ahead and we knew it was you, Kevin. Shrubby, I know that you're busy working at school, but if your internet permits, feel free to hop on board as well and bullshit with us as we start tinkering out. I have to head out for a few, but I keep in my windows running. I find freedom. I'll be back soon. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Today we are building a black-white deck, and I already have the commander laid out for it. And if there's any questions, I have this big chat pop out from my duck yard, because apparently you can do it on the duck yard. Who knew? Indeedly do. So let's get to it. Today we're building a commander deck that's 100 card format, with one of them basically being at the helm. Must be of those colors. Oh! So let's just start with the easy part. So today, the commander, which is somehow buried in all this, which we'll dig her back out. She's an angel that allows me to bring my dudes back to my hand when they die, but exiles dudes whenever they die. Instead of going to the graveyard, they are exiled instead. So this is going to be very card hate heavy. It's going to be a sack engine, and it's going to use tokens as its fuel. Now, I know that was a lot of Greek. Tony, you're just talking Greek to us. Well, hopefully DJ Longhair and I will be able to test these bad boys as we get our another pod together later on in the week. These are all my new Capenna rares back when I used to have money. So let's go through those first. Treasury Thrall. When it attacks, you may return target creature, artifact creature, enchantment to my graveyard to my hand. That's viable. A bit on the expensive side, but that's in our color scheme. Let's see here. You don't need any blitzing abilities. That's not necessary. Thing about Capenna is a lot of it is 3-color or single color. Menace, lifelink, sack another dude. Look at the top card of your library, and we put that in the hole. And instead, there are 5 or more mana values among cards. It's kinda. Their creature. Okay. Marry the Killing Quill. I like that. We can put that in there. Transmogrifying Wand. Nah. Let's see here. The first part, whenever you deck build, is you go through all of your crap. And then you say, hey, look, I got a lot of crap. Now we got to thin it out. Let's see. You gain twice X life. Put Sanguine Sacrament. Yeah. Put that in a maybe pile. Depopulate. Yes, we're going to run lots of nukes or board wipes. They're called nukes and board wipes simultaneously. We're definitely wanting as many nuclear options as possible to wipe field, especially if my commander is on the board and is indestructible. Keyword. That way it can survive so that its ability can do its thing. 3/2 lifelinker. When it ATBs, return target critter with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Not really. Let's see here. Another extraction specialist. Another Giada Fauna Hope. Which I already have a Giada deck, ladies and gentlemen. I already have one of those. Here we go. This is one that I've been wanting to put into a deck for obvious reasons. An Angel of Suffering. If damage be dealt to you, prevent that damage and mill twice that many cards. That's a double dumbass on you. You know, imagine just like, oh, now all my cards are in my graveyard, so my living death is going to be a good thing. Good. And very good. Shadow of Immortality. Nah. Cemetery Tampering. Nah. Depopulate. I already got one of those. Cavalier of Night ETBs. You may sack another dude. When you do, destroy target dude and opponent controls. I like that. That's a maybe. Unlicensed Hearst. Put that in a maybe. Let me know if you guys are seeing this and all that jazz. What? Got you, Kevin. Oh, see, that's the thing. You want on? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Just a tick. Just a tick. 1 second, sir. See, guys got to get in here early. There we go. Hello, sir. So sorry for the wait. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. There we go. Gee.
Those beggars get no sitting back there. I aged about 20 years being sent back. Jesus Christ, making me wait 20 years.
So sorry, man. When I get into this stuff, and then I'm like, whoops. How you doing, man? How you doing? Been a minute.
Uh-oh. Did you break it?
Huh? Mic check 1 2.
Making me wait 20 freaking years.
Hey, Terry, we're both. I get into this stuff. Can you hear me?
What you said? You want some chiquitos? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, well, it's good to see you. Do let me know.
I have been falling for 20 years.
Oh my God, he's not gonna let that go.
No.
Let me turn this up a little bit so I can hear you. There you go.
Loud noises.
Loud noises.
Testing 1 2. Testing
That
1
is a
2.
mic check.
Loudness. Hello.
Damn it. This is the hardest.
Hello, this is your evening news report.
This is the hardest fucking helmet to fucking just sit somewhere without it rolling off into the floor. I don't know why. The Zalor helmet.
Gee, the hardest part of having a helmet, you have to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Wear it on your head.
Well, I don't have another camera out to have pointed at my Zalor helmet, or I would, but then I wouldn't be able to see these cards too well. Let's see here. Warnog, Riders Champlain. Enters leaves battlefield. Each opponent may investigate. Maybe.
A couple of bobble-headed boobies.
So how you been, dude? How's life treating you?
As my whatever tagline, I unfortunately haven't got me up on screen, so you can't see it. Is it trying to wag school while you're online studying sucks?
Yeah.
It don't work, man. It don't work.
I wholeheartedly agree. Online school, well, school period can suck a fat one, but yeah.
We had the Carlos.
Did you know that people thought that I was drunk last night, or the last time I was streaming? I thought that was funny.
You got me.
Well, Speth Resplendent, that's a great card. I think that's kind of funny. I was like, dude, the whole point is that I was live was because I wasn't drinking. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Who knows?
Who knows? Whatever.
Well, it was
drinking a lot of new.
It was a 50-50 whether you were.
Whether I was what? Hello?
A 50-50 when you postcards, let's be honest.
Well, no, I'm talking about the other night it wasn't postcards. The other night I didn't go. I just stayed home and did a live stream. No, the night prior postcards I was kind of lit, but I wasn't in a bad mental state. Let's see here. Sarah Avatar. This is one of the best ones printed right here. Power and toughness equal to my life total, meaning it could be a big old son of a bitch. That's going in. Got all the material for my spider deck that I'm building too.
Carlos
is here? Hello.
Carlos the fish. Yes, on the Rumble side, Carlos the fish.
The fish. What does he say? He says, "Car and driver."
The Pimp My Ride magazine. You're lucky.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, and happy belated.
You're lucky little.
Happy belated Mother's Day to everyone too. Yes, yes. Oh no! Have you seen the deep popcorn bucket yet, Shrubs?
No. And do I want to?
It's pretty derpy. It's stupid.
All right. What is it? See the boys popcorn bucket. All right. Give me a second.
With the deep, starring the deep, starring Kevin.
Yeah. My name Yep. My name Yep.
It's so silly. So dumb. Next Weaver, Hunger Ride Time.
It's literally his face.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally his face with a big mouth that look. Somebody's gonna stick their dick in that.
Well, somebody's
gonna put a glove. Yeah, somebody's gonna put a glove and a whole bunch of lube and possibly a loofah all in there, and then they're just gonna put their dick in it. There, I've said
right.
it.
Yeah, well, I think that's the whole joke behind that card behind that that bucket is because it's basically what he did to Starlight at the beginning of the series. You know, oh, his mouth is open, he's not consenting. Go for broke.
No comment.
Yeah, I think I got too many cards lying around. What do you guys think?
Is there such a thing as too many cards? I think not.
It's fair. All right, those are more tokens. They can go
And that's just in the show. Yeah. Considering the shit they get up to in the comics, yeah.
The comics is totally different ballgame.
Yeah, it's what's in the TV show is pretty fucking tame in many ways.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's just have an entire sequence of Starlight giving every single guy in the glowy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Starlight didn't stop. Starlight started with Homelander in the comics. Starlight started with Homelander, and then A-Train was like, you can't stop the A-Train, baby. I want some of that.
Sound like an Ayatollah on Fast Forward.
When you're tripping on ayahuasca, and the shaman says, "Keep going."
No comment. When you ever getting up that bat baked, yo, fucking guy baked.
Clarion Spirit. When you cast your second spell, sure. There are a lot of cheap spells in this, or going to be.
I thought you said he was dead. No, I said he sleeps with fishes.
He just sleeps with the fishes. That's right.
Don't elaborate. I just ate.
Yeah, we're going to get that episode here in about 24 hours and some change.
Damn.
Yeah, shadow summoning. There we go. That's more token gen. Mirkwood Bat. Staple. That's going to make people hate me. Oh, you're making tokens and you're sacking tokens and we're losing life for it. You know what? Kill Tony. Kind of the idea.
I am pulling what is known as a warlock move. I am sacrificing life points for better damage.
Elish Norn. She can have a home in there until I find one better. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the Magic the Gathering community right now is seeing me go through these cards, and they're all unsleeved, and some of them are quite rare and expensive and are worn. And they're like, "What are you doing with your life, man?" I'm not here to sell cards or to make money off cards. I'm here to play the damn game. So who cares? If I pull it from a box, then I didn't spend that much money to get it. Now, did I? People don't understand that.
Just the internal nerd screaming, yes.
Yeah, but I'm going to weaponize it. I'm going to make sure I get some autistic screeching out of how I apparently abuse my cardboard crack.
So I feel like hitting a town and injecting some crack. You don't inject crack, Kevin, you fucking office worker.
Fun in the bun. Palace Siege. Turn target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Maybe. There's the thing about deck building with me is, are we going to have a finished deck by the end of the night? Probably not.
No, you'll be second guessing yourself in the next 5 minutes. You'll find a card that you really want in the deck that you'll have to resort the deck because it doesn't work.
Right. Like building a deck for me now, I have like over 200 Commander decks because I started playing back before Commander was a thing. I started playing like 94 and 95. So I got stuff that dates all the way back to that point. Yeah.
I know it's fucking kind of old. I wonder when my life insurance is going to come in. The kind of old that kind of wishes it did.
When I found you on Terra, my boys wanted to eat you.
When my boss picked your ass up on Terra, they said they're going to eat you. Said they never tasted Terran before. I stopped them. You lie because of me.
Still the best part of those entire movies.
There's a commander that I need to decide, because I am bringing back Enchantress hardcore. Now, the Enchantress strategy was from the way back when days where there was a little card called Rabid Wombat, which would just get bigger for every enchantment on it. So I plan on making a Rabid Wombat deck for Commander. Let's catch up on some of the these chats here, so that everybody knows that we are here. Carlos Fish says 92, ladies and germs, 92. And let's see here.
I think that's him saying when he started playing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
let's see here. Hail to Kevin's Theme Park Adventure. It's good to see you too, pal. Meme Lord Woodrow says, I just went through this trying to make a Goofy Goose Mother bounce deck to annoy one of my friends. Could not figure out what to put in it. Yeah, Goose Mother can be kind of gross. But helming it is weird. I mean, as far as like Simic decks go, it's definitely good as a 99 staple, but Goose Mother at the helm, that's pretty original. I like that idea. I've never heard of a Goose Mother commander deck. I'm hoping that you get a wrangle on that goose. And hail to Miss Sparkles out there in the chat as well.
Titch McGee. I will never let that nickname go. I will never let that
Meme Lord Woodrow, if you do play and if you got a camera that you can point down at your table, you should join us for EDH. We'll be having one in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Think it over. Tumble it around in your mind. You only get one.
Kick it around in your brain pan there, fella.
You only will have one favor from the king.
Uh-huh.
You want to get your caps.
I want to join the Kings, even though there's like no perks to joining the Kings, but that's usually what you do because he only gives you 1,000. He only gives you 1,000 caps if you ask for caps, so it's not worth it.
It's no benefit to joining the Raiders, but people still fucking do it.
Dragon you control, yeah.
I've just spent the entire game putting the Commonwealth back into some semblance of order. Now I'm going to completely fuck it up again.
Hey, a Sunscorch Regent. Hello, Dolly. Let's see. An Orange Chant and an Isokron Scepter. It's almost as if I had plans for that. Hello, Dolly. Toxic Deluge. That needs to go in my Plague deck. We need to put that to the side.
That needs to be flushed down the toilet.
No, Toxic Deluge is an annoying card. It's a great nuke, great board wipe.
That's exactly my point. It needs to be flushed down the toilet.
I can tell you don't like wipes. Look at that old ass swords. There you go.
No, nobody likes wipes.
Hey, look, a Sylvan Library from 5th edition, unsleeved and played with. Oh God. Oh.
Money! There's money going down the drain.
NFRB, what have you done? He says he just might. Hell yeah, dude. Sub to the channel. I'm a variety showman main, but given that the beep bop boops of the red play button want us to have human elements, well, you see it. There are me hands. You get to see the back of me hooks. For what it's worth.
And Screwtube can shuck a fat one.
What is it, that phrase that Wes Cagle always says? All right, YouTube can suck the sweat off the dead man's balls. Yeah, baby.
Yep. That's pretty.
That's the one. That do be the one. Ravenous squirrel. I saw a squirrel. It's going like this. Squirrel. Creature ETBs. It's a Mace of the Valiant. I don't want to make another
squirrel.
I don't want to make another token aggro deck because God knows I have too many of those. Hey, there's a Cybertron version of Command Tower. Welcome to Cybertron. You foolish prime. Let's see. There's some of my extra Transformers. Megatron, Cyclonus. And I thought I had a Starscream chilling here, but I guess he's somewhere else in the pile. Sign in Blood, always a classic. Card draw wins games, kids. Pay attention. Liability. Whenever a card is put into a player's graveyard for play, they lose a life. Kind of like that, Jazz. Shoot it! Edict. Diabolic Revelation. Most expensive tutor ever. Liturgy of Blood. Empire Nighthawk. Necro Skitter. I need to put this in my Infect deck. That's what old Dad needs to do. Let me put that somewhere nice. Dread Reckoning. May put target creature. Graveyard top library. More tokens. Tokens everywhere. I am Dr. Talking Taker. Looks like we lost Shrubby. His internet acting up. Profane Memento, maybe. Doomblade, absolutely. Murder, yes. Murder. There's a commander. This I need to keep out for my landfall deck, so you can go over there. Slash the ranks. Route. Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers except for commander. Perfect nuke for the situation. Alright. If you pay 2 more, good old-fashioned pacifism, maybe. Just maybe. Lion sashes are always fun. Always fun in the bun. Yeah, I think we lost Shrubby. Let's catch up on yonder chat. At least Invincible had both Optimus and Megatron. Card draws king. I really like some Prismari spells like Paradigm Capstone. Oh yeah, it would be a dope Merfolk card. Oh yeah, Mermaider. You could there's a card that you can use for Mermaider. It's not River's Rebuke, but something else. What's it fucking called? It return all non-Merfolk creatures to their owner's hands. Are fucking internet. I figured. Are you on mobile now? Do let me know, man. But hey, it's good to see everybody chilling here. We'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep glancing over here to see if you are able to. For now, yeah, that sucks, dude. Well, if you are part of the Discord, the link is in there. If I know you and you want to come up and you meet the requirements for coming up, then which is A, I know you, and B, you're old enough to be here. Then yeah, hit me up. We'll get you a link. Fell Spectre, meh. Fake your own death, yes. Especially with nukes. Mana creatures I control get flying death touch. Yeah, sure. Magus of the Wheel. Demon's Disciple enters spell. Fill each player sacks a dude or a walker. Lots of maybes. Ran, Executioner, Thane. Ability only triggers once this turn. That's Insidious Dreams. That needs to go in my Turgid deck. Turgid! Idle Troll, Feast of Sanity, Underworld Connection, Sanguine Bond, Unhallowed Pact. Might as well. Displacer Kitten. Look at it go. Here's a Displacer Kitten. Patriarch's Bidding chooses creature type. Probably not that good of a board wipe for this kind of situation. There's my Screamer. My extra Screamer. I got a Screamer in my Transformers deck, which is Prismatic Bridge. It's Bridge to Cybertron, pretty much. Let's see here. Gix's Command. Mishra, probably don't see here. Abyssal Gatekeeper. Another Insidious Dreams, Ill-Gotten Gains, Out of the Sleeve, and of course, Urza's Saga Original, because that's when I got it. And Eccentric. Meh. More Durgans. Oh, the tokens. They are everywhere. Durgan. Let's see here. Invoke Despair. Target opponent sacks a dude. If they can't, they lose 2 life. And they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Then just repeat this process for kind of stipulations. But hey, removal's removal. Reckoner's Bargain. Alder's Reap. Yeah, card draw wins games. We'll put those in maybes. Avatar Ghoul. Nihilistic Glee. That's for Madness decks. Alder's Reap. Mod Witch. Dash Hopes. One of the few mono black counter spells. Dash Hopes. 2 black. You play Dash Hopes. Any player may pay 5 life. If they do, it's countered, but it is a black counter spell otherwise. We'll put that in the maybe. Promise of Tomorrow, maybe. Altar of Shadows. That's way too slow. Altar of Shadows is like, yeah, look what we can do. Yeah, it takes you forever to do it. Strands of the Night. Nah. Faded Return, kind of expensive. Cremate. Exile a card from a graveyard. Shadowborn Demon. Phyrexian Reclamation. Tavash. Again, you're instead of gain life this turn, you may pay X. Make demons. Lethal Vapors. Whenever a creature comes into play, destroy it. Yeah, Lethal Vapors? Yeah. That's my kind of fuck you. Another non-token creature you control dies. Pay 2 life and exile it. Not nah. Archfiend of the Dross. Nah. Vraska Betrayal Sting. She needs to go in maybe Black Sun's Twilight sounds fun. Blood Artist. Might as well. Demon of Catastrophes. Yeah, this is, again, we're just getting what we want in here. We can do our edits and our cuts on the cutting room floor. Let's see, Cemetery Desecrator. Nah. Not as good as Tainted Adversary. Shakedown Heavy. Braids. A lot of people hate braids. They are not a fan of braids, Cabal Minion. Considering it. Yeah. Good old braids. You can't go wrong. And of course, you can't go wrong with Viscera Seer either, since we're running a sack deck. Obviously, I have our Reckoning, Destroy All Non-Token Critters. I have some grave packs around somewhere. Hail to Lemon Pie. It's good to see you. Should probably go ahead and take that last comment down from Shrubby. The good old-fashioned Leviathan, the 11/11 trample, but it eats islands. That's right. You got to give it islands to untap it. Yep. But if you can get it through, you can really end the game. But it's good to see Lemon Pie. And again, if you guys are looking for Any kind of like requests or anything, the PayPal is in the thingamadooter. If you guys want me to sing a song or do a skit, I certainly can. If not, then we'll just keep bullshitting and having a good time. Deck building. We're getting somewhere, kids. We're getting somewhere. We're digging into these stacks. It took me longer to sort these stacks than it is for me to go through them, because obviously I made mental notes of what I want to put in there. Kevin says, "How you doing?" I'm hanging in there. May come a time where I'm not going to be able to do this at all, because I'll have to, dedicate my time to going back to a place that I don't want to go to. Hail to Suzanne. It's good to see you. She says, it's been a while. It has been a while. It's been a while. Hope life is treating you well. I heard you've been in and out of the hospital. I've been praying for you, buddy. But it's good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get back to building this deck. Hey now. Alrighty then, Morty. Already way too much for non-lands in a commander deck in that stack there, but again, we'll be thinning that herd before too long. There's Life's Finale. That's a damn good nuke. I don't know if I got an Unhallowed Pact in here or not. Let's see here. It says Liz Alana, but we call her Alanis Morissette at our table. Tyrannical Pit Lord. ETBs, choose another critter I control. Chosen creature gets +3/+3 in flying. But whenever this dies, you lose that dude. Not worth it. Forever Young, not worth it. Not with what the deck plans on doing. Feast the Unicorn. Village Cannibals! Desecration Demon. That's a staple. Destroy target non-black. Draw X. Village Rites. Rakdos. Lord of Riots. Classic. You're late to dinner. Return target critter card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a food token. Dun, dun, da, da, da. Buried Alive, Dance of the Dead, Unearth, Null Profusion. Maximum hand size is 2. Meh. Cosmos Elixir. Curiouser. Put that in a maybe. Night Howler. Season of the Witch. Now, you want to talk about an oldie but goldie. Season of the Witch. From the Dark. This came out in 94. Yeah. Out of the sleeve, older than dirt, but mine. It is mine. It is mine. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Alrighty then, we'll put you in the stack. Now we'll go into this area, yeah? Morty. Caius Ghost Form. Ah, yes. Fountain of Renewal. Fira, Judge of Valor. Whenever you cast your second spell, on their hand the rest of your graveyard. Yeah, sure. I'll put you in maybe. It's all maybes at the end of it till we can get our synergy. Ascent of the Worthy. Choose a dude you control. Till damage be dealt that creatures. Pariah. Return target critter card from the graveyard battlefield with flying counter. It's also an angel. Yeah, it's another maybe. Terrian Soul Cleaver. One effect creature's going to put one counter on equipped creature. Oh yeah. That could be relatively useful, especially for 1-drop. Get started with murder. Canonized in Blood. It's descending. That's a silly ability. 'Tis a silly thing. Ah, yes, Thought Vessel. We're going to definitely need unlimited hand size cards for what we plan on building here. And mana rocks are imperative, as is removal. Hail to Lieutenant Guarantita out there. It's a pleasure to see you, sir. If I had to pick, I'd say between Golgari and Izzet. Oh, I play all colors. And good to see you as well, Jim. Yeah, I do lean towards Izzet myself, but then again, Izzet is the most fun. Izzet is the most chaotic, does the most interacting. I have a couple of Golgari decks too. I got a Grist. I debuted a Grist on my first night of playing cards here with this new content. And there we go. Definitely need an everybody who plays EDH. Put an Elixir of Immortality into your damn deck. It costs 1, it goes off for 2, and it shuffles your graveyard back into your library. It's anti-mill, and it's 5 life for 2. It's just good stuff. Victory's Herald, yes. Yes, the Victory's Herald, yes. Yes! See here, whatever creature is put into the graveyard from play, you may pay that. Dude, return that card to your hand. Sigil the New Dawn. Nah. No. No! Let's see here. Voice of the Provinces. Too expensive for 1 token. Another target permanent has Indestructible, Angel of Deliverance. Classic Rhea Dawnbringer. She's so expensive for what she does. Maybe. I think she costs more than Debtor's Knell, which I want Debtor's Knell to be my upkeep return a dude. Put all creatures at the bottom of their owners' libraries. And there's Terminus. I don't know if I want to use those nukes. Don't get me wrong, they're great wipes because they get around Indestructible, but I don't know. I don't know if this deck needs to be worried about Indestructible stuff so much. Let's see here. Destroy non-zombie creatures for the turn. There's another Infinity Gauntlet or Fist of Suns, but I call it... I mean, it looks like the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Let's see here. Comas. Each player mills 3. Cultivate. Elves. Forever Young. Vanquish the Horde. And that's... another nuke. There's just a Blink Moth Urn chilling there. Ignore that. Laziel's Acrobatics. Good evasion. That needs to go into another deck now that I'm thinking about it. Horn of Valhalla. Yeah. That's token generation. That's token generation 101 right there. Dragon Arch. Maybe not for this deck. Staff of Domination. Definitely need to put that in a different deck. 3rd edition Shatterstorm. That can be set out. The Belligerent. I got like 2 or 3 pirate decks. Do I really need to make another pirate deck? Maybe I should. It's been a while. Let's see here. Jackdaw should be that 3rd pirate deck commander. Yeah. Captain of the Umbrar. That and back again. Each opponent discards 2. Prosperous Pirates, yeah. Hey, who likes Eldrazi? I like Eldrazi. I like Eldrazi a lot. Hey, there's a foil promo near-death experience. There's a 3rd edition Resurrection. I'll definitely consider putting that in there. Let's see here. Kate from Fallout 4. Power. 10th Doctor. These are all real cards, by the way. None of these cards are fake or proxy. That's just how crazy Magic has gotten with their Fortnite shenanigans. You can have the 10th Doctor and Fallout cards in the same stat. Let's catch up on the chat a little bit. It says, if I had to pick, I'd say, see here, Lieutenant Garantina, hail to Jim. It says, hi again, Lemon Pie. I got a fun Yigra food deck. I'm a cook and a comic writer, so when I saw food was a thing, I got a Corvold, Fake Cursed King food deck, as well as a Corvold treasure deck. John to both. I did have a Rakdos food deck for a long time that ran as more blah 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 car, which was basically madness and food generation. It was called Hell's Kitchen, but then I disassembled that deck and I put it into Corvold, and it ran a lot of threats, a lot of threatens and take dudes. Oh yeah, and we had Witch's Oven and stuff, so I would take dudes, I would swing with them, then I'd turn them into food, and then I'd sack them to Asmore and kill another guy. Yeah, it was a fun little Hell's Kitchen deck. It was fun. But Corvold is so much more fun because, you draw a card, you put a 1/1 counter on them for every permanent that you sacrifice. So even if it's not your permanent you're sacrificing, it's getting bigger. Back whenever decks had a 10 power 10 system and not a 5 bracket system. Still kind of like the old way a little bit better, even though the old way can be mismanaged a little bit more. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, kids. That's what I say. Token. Let's see here. Ah! For those of you, now that's sleep for a reason. Oh, I forgot I had that. Well, okay. Oh. Let's see here. Tap another. There's one stricter. Lingering Souls, yes. Token Gen, baby. And their flyers. Yeah, buddy. Tax Collector, fun card. It must be done. Another good nuke. We want to have a good bunch of wipes in this deck because my opponent's dudes are going to get exiled when they die, and my dudes are going to come back into my hand when they die. Which is kind of the plan here. A squirrel token. DJ Longhair were here, he'd be like, look at all those squirrel tokens you got. Squirrely. Squirrely, he says. Squirrely. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see here. Got a lot of Boroslav in here. Good old-fashioned Deathwind. Can't beat that. Oh, it's indestructible? Cool. There's a gate to Phyrexia from the old day. Now we're getting to my Golgari stuff. And yes, you see the refuse of my Excel Top 13. Demonic Bergen was always an interesting card. It's a demonic tutor, but you lose 13 that you can search from. End disc. Do I put the end disc in this deck, or do I save the end disc for another deck? Save it for another. Oh, that's another deck that I plan on building, an ooze deck. I'm going to call it the Blob. There's a Kenrith. Old Kenrith. Stronghold Discipline. Chatterfang. Can't say no to that. I just don't have enough. I do not have enough stuff. Permanent cards and graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature. Can't cast. They can still access it. That's not as good as I thought. Maybe. Big maybe there. Big maybe, kids. Big maybe. Sword of Light and Shadow. Maybe. That's a good card. Coastal Piracy. Victimize. Oh, yeah. Exile it face down. It's a creature card. You lose life equal to its mana value. Oh, duplicate. Buried alive. Yeah, we might as well have the other way of getting dudes out. And that's, of course, with Living Death effects. There's a band commander, but at my kitchen table, everything's fair game. We'll build a deck around him, or put him in the 99 somewheres. Phone a friend, fun card. Let's see here. Alrighty, moving right along. So hopefully y'all had a good Mother's Day. If my mom catches this on the replay, on the rewind, then happy belated Mother's Day. I think your phone was turned off. I tried to call you earlier. You know what's funny is I got a Morty deck, a Rick and Morty proxy deck from Etsy, which is a lot of fun. Lots of fun to be had, chillins. And thank you guys for hanging out with me this far. We're moving right along. Don't tell me I put my stack. Did I put my stack in here? Ah, damn it. Okay. It's got to be in this one. Jeez, I screwed up. Yep, where'd I put my stack at? Ah, of course. It's always so, ain't it? No. No, Lord. Ain't one thing, it's another. That's what you get when your mind's all over the place, right? There, I found it. Ring souls. There we go. And then end this right here-ish. Yeah. Now, we're back in business. Yeah, that's what you get whenever you're trying to do multiple things and your mind is still swimming around and you're just prisoner of your own head. Kind of like what's been floating around out there in the wild world of the internet. I might be cursing myself. There's another person who is having the most prolific and violent crash out that made my most recent crash out look like bacon and eggs for breakfast. Started as a Magic the Gathering channel too, so maybe I'm cursing myself in the long run, but whatever. I love Magic. I love playing the game. And I'm not going to stop just because somebody else's career is over. My career is practically over too. Let's see here. Call. You guys can see what I'm doing so you can actually see me sort. Ah, yes. Cowboys and Indians. Heartless Pillage. High Noon. It's got red in it. Lame. I got Marchesa. That's another commander you could build around. Caustic Bronco. I'll go Ringleader. Kid. Cruel Ultimatum. Rush of Dread. And Requisition Raid. Sure thing. That's removal. There's a staple. Guy who makes tokens. Harvester of Misery. Oh. With a name like that, what could go wrong? Harvester of Misery. Sure doesn't sound like me. Harvesting Misery. Chalk outline. Angel of Vitality. Goblin tokens. You remind me of the babe. What babe? Babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo. Voodoo. Remind me of the babe. Goblin babe. Exile target attacking dude. Like that. Homicide Investigator. We live in a world where Magic the Gathering has cards labeled Homicide Investigator. Soul Search. Search your turn opponent. Exile that card. Is one or less. Doorkeeper Thrall. Artifacts, creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Wrong deck, but great white card. Rite of Oblivion. Exile target non-land permanent. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I like that word, exile. Moving stuff from the game, Morty. Moving stuff from the game. Samurai. Samurai. Spirit Spirit Sister's Call. At the beginning of my end step, choose target permanent card in my hole. You may sack that permanent and share its card type with chosen card. If you do, return that. Ooh. And it kind of gets a finality counter for doing so, but hey. That's pretty neat.
Invoke justice.
What am I doing putting this on this stack? Hey, or is it that stack? No, I have the right stack. Tony, you're being wrong in your head again. In your head, in your head. It's all over now, Virginia. There we go. Moving right along. It sucks that I'm going to have to put some of my puppets away. Sent out an apology to my friend, but he didn't respond, but at least I tried. Grease Fang, oh, keep a boss. It's vehicle. Vehicles matter. Let's see here. Spirit, which we'll go through that for our tokens later. Each opponent creates rats. Transformed under your control. Echo a Death's Wail, gain control of all rats. Maybe in a rat deck, which this deck will not be a rat deck. Even though rat decks goes all the way back to the very beginning, children. Fiend of the Dross. Rebel. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Alrighty then. Slow Bad. Thrun. Fall of the Tron. Well, that destroys all lands. Oh boy. Phyrex Unite. At the beginning on combat. Next time target creature deal combat damage to one more player's combat. Maybe. There's something about that card that I like. Target creature, okay. I kind of like that. More Megatrons. The Wanderer. They call me the Wanderer. And around. Ability only triggers once. It's good card draw, maybe. Oh, Vika, Enigma Goliath. Thinking about you, Paul. Think I should make one of those? Like yours? Huh? Maybe I should. Is it aggro? Let's go. That's a land. Tokens in the back. Don't be messing with my stack. Token. I can't wait to make my spider deck. Spider deck, spider deck. Gonna run a bunch of spiders in the deck. Reaching death touch every size. Catching flyers just like flies. Watch out, it's the spider deck. That'll be fun whenever I get around to that. It'll be Golgari too, because the first person I met there, yeah, Golgari's where it's at. Speaking of Golgari, more Golgari love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Dread Horde Invasion. Sack 2 other dudes. Kind of like that. I like that a lot. What do you say, Mr. Horse? No, sir, I didn't like it. Deathwind, which I think I've already put one down there. Oblivion Stone. Another nuclear device. Yes. You mean I could just do my ad campaign? Yes. Really? Yes. Oh my god, this is the best day ever. Yes. Speaking of Rick and Morty references. Target player discards 2 cards. You gain. Okay. Oh, a Deathbringer Regent. Yeah, buddy. Love me some Durgans. Armancer, Thieving Magpie. Diet Cranky. Yeah, Shelob. Yes, Shelob's going to be my commander there, Meme Lord. Yeah. Because that gives them all, what, Death Touch in Ward 2 or Ward 3 or something like that? Which, of course, is just absolutely glorious. No dad do like that. Hail Hydras. The Immortal Hydras. Alrighty. There we go. Moving right along, ain't we? That's an island. I don't know how that got in there. Serrated Biscillion. Oh, yeah, this is the remnants of Tezzeret versus Elspeth that I stumbled across. Now, that's another cardinal sin that I think I'm going to start getting into is disassembling my massive collection of precons for card stock because Lord knows I can't buy any cards. Haven't been able to buy cards for quite some time. But I was able to save a lot of them from the flood, so that's what matters. From my old place. Still lost a good chunk of them, and I'm pretty sure because I've been looking for my Phyrexian arena, but my Phyrexian altar. I'm pretty sure that was one of them that I lost, fortunately, in the waters of the old house, which is sad because I got my Ghoul in, I got my Cooper Howard in, put in my zombie deck, and I'm looking for my Phyrexian arena so I can do the dumb thing with it. Alas, I cannot. Which is, as they say in the business, unfucking fortunate. Unfreaking fortunate. Alrighty then. Now let's slide you on over down here. There's my commander. There's the one I'm going to use. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, turn that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step, which would be mine. If a creature an opponent controls would die, it is exiled. That is going to be the commander for that bad boy right there, which is the reason why we're going to be running removal heavy and nuke heavy and board wipe heavy. Wayfarer's Bauble. First off, there's Wayfarer's Bauble. This is Commander's Quarters. There's an anime Karn liberated, just chilling there, doing nothing. Shell solvent. There's his lands. Lord of the Accursed. Yeah, I don't need any of these. And remember, you can always blame Eddie. My bones hurt. I'm a Magic the Gathering streamer now, if I say all those catchphrases. Tamio's Journal, which is always good fun. Deadly Plot. There we go. More lands. More tea for the Tillerman. There is one of the combo pieces to the Ghoul and Phyrexian Altar and this feller. You may cast Gravecrawler from a graveyard as long as you control a zombie. The Ghoul happens to be one. You have your Phy Altar out there. You can basically go limitless. Sack it for 1 black, bring it back, sack it for 1 black. But the Ghoul, whenever the zombie enters, the Ghoul will proc and it'll put 2 rad counters on each opponent, which is a mill engine. So if you say stop after 100 times, you win because you've milled everybody's deck by default. You would actually want to go 130 times, 150 times to factor in for any lands that you would get on the rad counter milling engine. Because if you do not, then they will at least have a stack of lands. But at that point, they've lost anyway if all they got's land in their graveyard or land in their library. Dampening Sphere, Chittering Witch, that needs to go with Chatterfang. Terror! A pretty one. My friend Drew, the night is dark, full of terrors. Wolfgar of Icewind Dale, a.k.a. the Dragonborn. That's what I call him. Don't he look like a fucking Nord? It looks like Whiterun. He's standing outside the Jarl's Palace. You cannot tell me this dude is not the Dragonborn from Skyrim. He's kind of like the Dragonborn too because he doubles attack triggers. So, he's got dragon shouts. So that's pretty cool. Ratha, Errol to Care, Chainer's Edict. Target player sacks a dude. You can flash that back. Yeah, sacking gets around indestructibly. Which everybody and their mother, they go, oh, it's indestructible. Oh, you can't stop it. Magic the Gathering is just a big game of paper, rock, scissors, kids. There's always a rock to your scissors. Always a rock to your scissors. No deck is unbeatable, period. They can be annoying and dangerous, but they're not unbeatable. Attacking vampires you control have Death Touch and Lifelink. I wonder if Drew has this in his Bob Markov deck. If not, he should. Duke Elder, Raven Guard, Council of Forbes. Thinking about making a Law and Order deck with that. Insect Token, Goblin King, more land. You remind me of the Babe. Babe with the power. Yes. Quite. Tyranid Gargoyle. Green. Herald of Anguish, 5/5. It's a demon. Beginning of your end step, each opponent discards cards, sack an artifact, though. Kind of expensive for a demon that's quite specific. Four shares, devastation, use life, X life, and create X pie. Yeah, this is from the Mishra precon. Donna Hope, if you would gain life, you may pay 2, draw a card. Maybe. We don't want to go too heavy with the enchantments because it's just one Tranquility or Tempest of Light away of ruining your day. That's the reason why I didn't put the Navriel's disc into this pile. Oh, and disc! They almost screwed up again and start mixing these piles because I'm talking. Warp World, Beetle, Back Chief. Bones McCoy. Pacifism, Underdark Rift. Sword of Hours. Heirloom Blade, Automatic Librarian. That's another one that I want to do, but it requires a joke card from one of the unsets called Living Library. The whole point of the deck is it's just books, book themed. Very library. Faithless Looting, Audacious Reshapers, Valkyrie Harbinger, Light of Hope. For 1 white, gain 4 life, destroy target enchantment. Yeah, I like that. That's viable. Phyrexian Plague Lord, Plague Crafter, Arlen, Voice of the Pack. Land, they says. Pillar of Order. Control an artifact and an enchantment. Make a samurai. It is a token creature. We like token creatures. Yay, a Twitch bot. Good to see you. Advertising some probably silly little thing that I don't want any part of. Put the Light of Hope there. Grave Lighter. That needs to go in my Tom Bombadil deck, which I know I have a Tom Bombadil chilling around. As well, that'd be fun, getting a zombie, not a zombie deck, but a saga deck together with Tom Bombadil. I have a bunch of sagas. Invoke the Ancients. Yeah, let's not say we did. Why are you upside down? Oni Cult Anvil. What was that Oni Cult Anvil combo? I know that there was a Anvil deck. It was in Standard, though, or not really viable in Commander, unless you're playing colors outside of Cult Anvil color scheme. Let's see here. Flying. March of Otherworldly Light. Sal Target. Mirror box, they says. What's in the box? Oh, a lot of bulk. Lots of bulk. That's a land. 3 Samurai. Maybe. It's a little expensive. I'm not sure. Scoured Barons, which there we go. Farewell. One of the best board wipes ever printed. You want to talk about a board wipe? That's it. lot of land. It'll be easy to get these lands up and running. Which will not go through the land part of this. We're actually probably going to start winding her down. Viewership's relatively low because it's the wee hours of the morning, but I wanted to get on here and jaw with you a little bit, do a little jaw sesh. I'll fill with a menace counter on it. Yeah. Junji, the Midnight Sky. Spirit token. Big rating, hot spring, bloodfowl caves. That's another deck I want to build, an Ishin deck. Because I know I also have like a Mother of Machines chilling around somewhere. And a few other token generators. I think I got an Anointed Procession somewhere. Anointed Procession? Oh, yeah. It's a procession and it's anointed. No shit, sure. It's all about them tokens, baby. Them tokens. Speaking of tokens, I think I got more tokens than I do lands. That's funny. Bear deck would be fun too. Hey, it's a boo token. Land. Knigget token. Shameless charlatan. I know what that's like. Being both a charlatan and shameless. There's a battlefield. Choose one. There's good Golgari value. Baba Yaga. Sculpted Sunburst. Choose a creature you control and each. Exile each creature not chosen. That's a decent nuke. But I think we can do better. We'll put it in the maybe anyway. It's a Pegasus! I get to ride you, Mrs. Pegasus. Am I pure enough for you now? You must take the Pegasus oath! I say to get to use you as my mount. First, you must stave off from drinking. God, that's easy enough. Sure, why not? You are still not pure enough. Next, you must stave off and must promise never to hurt another soul again. Sure. Do I have a Nicole Bolas? I think I got the wrong deck building video, says Levistro. Do I have a Nicole Bolas? Good to see you, Levistro. How you doing? I have a couple of Nicole Bolases lying around. I got the old ones and some of the new ones that are planeswalkers, but I still like my Elder Dragon Legend if I can get him out and still afford to keep him out. Obviously. Breaches, Eager Pillager, Priority Control attacks. Out of air. It's a merfolk. It's a fish boy. So, doing good, he says. Yeah. I've been demonetized, and I've, let's just say, went through some pretty bad motions as a result of it, and, you know, kind of destroyed my career. But it's good to see you. I saw that you sent me a commercial. When I get back to, because like I said, I just don't know. And maybe running everybody's clips was part of the problem. I'm like, all over the place trying to figure out what the problem is. They're still appealing my channel as we speak. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place and what to do. Fabricating Foundry. Let's see here. Another Archaeus Mancer's map. That's a pretty one. You had green in that, huh? Promising Vein. Amelia. Let's see here. You gain life. And destroy other dudes. Explorers. If its power is exactly 20. Nah. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Put a 1/1 counter. That's a good sack engine. I like sack engines. By the way, the deck that I'm building, you're still streaming on Rumble or Kick? I'm on Rumble and Twitch. I'm making a Kick account later on in the week. There's a lot of our people in our circle that are making like Blaze, and then there's this other like streamers.io that Tomby's talking about or whatever. But I've gotten some market research done on Blaze. Apparently it's good for streamers. It's not so good for some of the users who can't interact or anything. Hey, Kaya's Wrath. There's a nuke. There's a damn good board wipe. Let's see here. Thalos, Revant, Medium. Beginning reach end step. There you go. Shadowrite Priest. Yes. Good, Anakin. Very good. So yeah, we will have a Kick account eventually, because that's where like most of my gaming stuff is going to go. Kick and Twitch. Divide and conquer. Poor Steph, she wasn't able to get back. She's going to miss the... I've been uncovering my Vox playmat slowly throughout this whole ordeal, just stacking through. But where are my manners? I should explain to you what deck I'm building. I am building this girl right here. This is going to be the helm for it. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, then return it to my hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. This deck is basically going to be, oh, that's a nice battlefield. It'd be a shame if something happened to it over and over and over again. So yeah, going to be a lot of fun. When he enters battlefield, choose 1, gain 2 life, destroy target enchantment. It's a disenchant on a body. Can't say no to that. You would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker control or yourself. I don't think Lae'zel is too good of a synergy choice, but again, we'll put her in the maybes. Cultist of the Absolute. I've already got one of those chilling in the maybes. Permanent you control left battlefield, you get an experience counter. Creatures you control get +1/+1 or +1/+0. Let's see why that couldn't be fun over time. Dinosaurs. It's Mr. DNA. Mr. DNA, what are you doing here? No worries, I'll be lurking as usual. It's good to see you. Good, thank you for chatting. I miss you guys, and I do plan on getting back into the thick of it. I just gonna have to find a way to make it to where I can do it, because right now there's no way I can afford to. All right, these are lands, so we can go ahead and put you in the land box. This has also been kind of a card sorting because I've been doing this. I did not start making these stacks. I'm starting with the stacks and whittling them down to make a deck from them. So at least you guys don't have to worry about that garbage specifically. Blood-soaked altar, they says. It'll be fun, they says. Counter the spell, they says. It'll be interesting, they says. Token, land, token. Fatal Grudge, land. Brass Knucks, land. La Inclimonate. Land. A Tommy gun! And of course, I'm going to have to find my grave packs and things of that nature. Because what good is an Orhizov deck if you don't have something like Grave Pack chilling in there, or Dictate of Erebus, or Butcher of Malakir, or more importantly, all freaking 3 of them. Public Enemy, such a fun card. And then you spice it up even more with Disrupt Decorum. All the creatures are goated anyway. And somebody's got Public Enemy, so tee-hee giggle. Mirkwood Bat, that's a prettier bat. Rosy Cotton. Scurio Maestro right there. All right, Aragorn the Uniter. Baradur. Mass Orcs. I want to save that for whenever I finally get down to making a true Sauron deck experience where, it's just Grixis Sauron garbage. But the next Grixis deck that I plan on building is going to be Lord Xander the Collector. Why? Because I don't like it when people leave me alone. I want to make it about me, and so I have to make myself threatening. Mithril Coat. I don't really need it in this deck. We could throw one in there. Throw Quarry. There's the Tom Bombadil. Hey now. We'll put him in the commander's stack for updating the fun and the bun here. Mono Green Tree Folk deck. We need to update you something hardcore. Minas Tirith. Yeah, Minas Tirith. Ballistic Boulder. Good old Tempting Worm, 5/5. ETBs, each opponent may put a number of artifact, creature, enchantment, or land cards. It's a good way to have people dump their hands. And then you can just wipe and go, ha. Now they're all gone. The Shire. Hey, it's the Shatterstorm. It's the pretty one that I found. Lash the Balrig. Another Orc army. Gandalf to white. I'll put you in the maybe. There might be some stuff we can do with you. You have no power here, Gandalf the Grey. Gandalf the Grey. No power here. All right, there you are. Okay, I'll say this once, and I'll say this for kids in the back, too. You are colluding with someone who I do not want to work with, and you know why. I gave you a chance to figure it out. You elected to double down with them. That's why I blocked you and all parties involved. Ethor, Ruling Steward. At the beginning of your end step, this creature died under your control. Yeah, put that there, sure. In fact, because of the veritable shitstorm that's going on in the VR chat sphere, I have elected to not return there until this is all done and over with, regardless of how the dominoes fall. Hello, Wade. How you doing? I have very little of a career left, if at all. The last thing I want to do is collude with people that I shouldn't collude with when I'm already on my happy ass out, right? I talked to you about this then. I'm telling you now. Told you to clean house and you didn't. Commander, if you cast this spell, you may choose both. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Greatest power. Thralls, though. Yeah, and I think I got an extra Divish Zot Doom of Fools chilling around, too. That would be fun. Let's see here. And there's the Renial, the guy who made Nerinial's disc. There's good Mardu value. If you want to go Mardu. Victimize. Yes. Careless comments. Okay. In your graveyard. Wouldn't that be cool if it was all graveyards? Tormod himself. That could be neat. Commanders you control have Mean Ass and Death Touch. That could also be neat. Whenever another creature dies, put 2 1/1 counters on Sengir. Oh. Now return to dust, but they've killed us. Ancestry. Zombie token. Spark Harvest. Slaughter the strong. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control total power 4 or less. Total power. That's a decent wipe. It's not as wipey as it could be, but it's kind of wipey. Kind of wipey. I can't wait to see the new movie. Mortal Kombat 2, yeah. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2 looks fun. And the bun. We'll see. Better be better than Annihilation was. Annihilation, that was Don Yarbage, wasn't it? Don Yarbage. Don Yarbage. Don Yarbage. Alrighty. Vault of Champions. Tangible Virtue. We are going to be making a lot of tokens. Naturalist. White Spirit. Iona's Judgment. Expensive. Definitely hardcore, maybe. Disreseer. We've already got one in there. Light Pause. That needs to go in my Enchantress deck. Let's see here. Svizomp. Oh, hello. Hello, Dolly. Okay. There's my damaged Grave Pact. So if I don't find my other Grave Pact that I think I have, we'll have to sleeve just for the sole purpose of playing this uber damaged Grave Pact. But a Grave Pact is a Grave Pact. Let's see here. Target creature gets +5/+5 until end of turn. -5. Ooh. Maybe. Liar's Pendulum. Fun card. Lazav. That goes in the commander pile. We're going to make one out of you. Let's Siphon Insight. Curse deck would be fun too, just to run a bunch of curses. I like this card, Lier, Disciple of the Drowned. Spells can't be countered, which of course is really darn neat. Hello, to Timeless. Each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. I like that. Raven Exorcism. Exile target spirit, creature with disturb or enchantment. That's just a redundancy for another disenchant, which is always good. The more enchant removal, the better. Enchantments are one of the hardest things to remove in the game. Hail to James Jonah Jameson. How you doing today, sir? Did you get those pics of Spider-Man? Lord mercy, I hope you did. Those pics of Spider-Man. Echoing truth. Zombie with Decayed token. Svazomp, Terizian Mindbreaker. Gavrik the Merciless. Graz. You don't need to run any of these. Ghoulless Procession, maybe. Just for the token gen. Creeping in, what a fun card. Comes it's a hostile. That's a creature card of their choice. No, that's not going to work because I'm exiling their dudes and I'm keeping mine. So that's counterintuitive. Great idea, but not really good synergy. Let's see here. Ghoulless Procession, Corpse Coddle. All the curses. I want to make a curse deck too. There's a commander. It's fetches curses and attaches you to them, but then you pay like a small amount of mana and you can like enchant other players with them, which of course is pretty darn awesome. Hail to the great Dan Fug. He says, a town close to me got softball and larger sized hail. Ooh. Oh heavens to Betsy, are you did you miss that mark? Do let me know, man. Hopefully you missed that mark, man. For real, dude. Borrowed Time. Blood Pact. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Put that in a maybe. That's a maybe. Day and Night token. Thraben Doomsayer, a.k.a. Harrison Ford. Or Han Solo, whichever one you want to call him. That's a nickname that we gave him at our table. There we go. Farika's Libation. Target opponent sacks a dude. Target opponent sacks an enchantment. Sacrifice gets around. You know it. You love it. Indestructible. We got a friend. His name is Vinny. And he likes playing an Avacyn deck. Which, for those of you that don't know, Avacyn makes every permanent on the battlefield, including herself, who has indestructible, okay? That's pretty darn neat. You know, and for the most part, our table's meta has come to the conclusion that we just need to assault him if he plays that deck and prevent him from getting his pieces together. But I want to be able to... This deck needs to be able to handle a scenario, an Avacyn Angel of Hope scenario. So we're going to go... Destroy target creature, I lose 2 life. Yeah, sure. Infernal Grasp. So we're actually going with something that can hopefully just handle that scenario because it's going to be exiling things. It's going to be making people sacrifice things, which gets around indestructible children. 3 dog. Oh, wow, wow, children. Flesh Taker, hello. He was here for your
flesh, we got such sights to show you, yer.
Alrighty. Almost down this last big stack, and then we got a couple of small stacks that we're going to go ahead and sort through. More real estate. Lots of lands. Give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Last time I checked, my vocals wasn't felines yelling loud. Don't fence me in. You don't think I don't notice, and I don't see you. But I do, and I am really blue because you won't stop making fun of me. It's true, but hey, don't fence me in. Get your content from other people who are definitely doing worse than I. But you are attached with every other paragraph mentioning me the by and by. It seems to me that you want to salvage some kind of embarrassment from my average, and you know that I cannot bear to salvage. Just don't fence me in. Don't mind me. It's therapeutic, what I do. Thornwheel Archer. Quicksand. It's Judgment Prize Fight. I've been getting a lot of haters these days, kids. Lots of people that want to see me fail. And can't really say as it blames them. But in the inevitability of my failure, most likely, I will at least make one good promise and be with you all to the end of the line. I think it's hilarious, you know, being somebody's lol cow. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it that I would have stooped so low to become a lol cow for someone? Here we are. For a couple of people, in fact, actually. Facebook is on my case again, says Dan Funk. Over what, dude? You post something naughty? Was you naughty? Naughty. Tell me, was you naughty? It'll be our dirty little secret. Land. Cold-eyed Selkie land. Let's see, some of these lands didn't really age too well. Well, Azorius land. Hey, a Mortify. There we go. What better removal in an Orhizov deck than a Mortify? Oh, wait. This may be a bunch of my backstock from my Azorius Urza deck, the one that has the combo Mind Stone and Meek Stone and Urza, and turns into one of the most broken planeswalkers in the game, and it always gets there because basically fishes for it, and it literally just fishes out the deck everything you need to transform them into. So stupid. Let's just make Urza, the most powerful planeswalker in the history of the damn game's lore, even more busted, because why not? I have a mono blue Urza deck. They used to be CDH by standards that are no longer up to date, but he does his portion. Says, I tried to post my dad's boat gas cans up for sale. They claimed you were promoting. Wow. Wowie kazowie. That's nuts. Yeah, really. He was just trying to get rid of some fuel canisters for the garage. They were like, "Oh, these people are gonna turn around." I tell you, this robot revolution that our social medias are in, this robot revolution is so. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this robot revolution. I really am. For those of you that think that I was boozing the other night, this is what I was drinking. Nuka-Cola Classic. I left my freaking Echo on because I wanted to. Tell ya. Ooh, White Dragon. Timeless Dragon. What's timeless about a Durgan? There's the expensive to cast, the relatively cheap to buy or trade. Diabolic Tutor. Soulquake's a good card too. Ancient Hellkite. Ah, there's what we need. Living Death. The kind of sadness and sorrow that, hey, speaking of Bolas theme stuff, there's a Slave of Bolas and if I appeal, it becomes a 7-day ban. It takes them 7 days and they ban you for 7 days while they appeal it. They get a 24-hour ban. They extended it to 48, then 72 for selling fuel cans. My God, man. Robot revolution, kids. Robot revolution. Don't trust Skynet. That is the moral of that story. Facebook has fell to the robot revolution a lot sooner than YouTube did, though. That's why I have a Facebook on there that promotes the page. I don't, show my ugly mug or do anything in my personal life over there either. Family Reunion. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Kind of like that option. There's a Tempest of Light that's seen some wear and tear. Breathless Night. Putting this on top of here, which we shouldn't. Autumn's Veil. Great anti-blue answer for green. Autumn's Veil. Elvish Mystic. Those are some 40k cards that I made back when I was younger. And then, you know, what's funny is I had a 40K fan set that I had made before Wizards of the Coast did. And it had similar concepts. It had similar concepts to Kaladesh with vehicles and energy. And Kaladesh dropped, and there was the vehicle and the energy option. The difference between my vehicle cards, though, is you needed to have a creature who was a pilot or an operator, depending on if it was an aircraft or a starship or a ground vehicle, to turn it into an artifact creature. Hail to Amanda. Good to see you, dear. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hullabaloo and howdy do. Rusty Niles and Timbuktu. Kick him in the dishpan. Roo, roo, roo. Ooh, that's a shiny Mortify. I might want to use one of those. Plow through snakeskin veil. Cobbled wings. Take these cobbled wings. Equipped to fly again. Deal damage so free. Fake your own death, the prettier version. Maja. Price of betrayal. Walk the plank. There's a classic. Destroy target merfolk critter. Skin render. More nests of scarabs, which we need to put one of those over here with my necro skitter. Oh, dear heavens. Swift response. Sure, I don't know if I got one of those in there yet. Maximum overdrive. Mayhem Devil, staple for those Rakdos sack engines that want to provide more hurty than helpy. 2 damage, anyway. A long time ago, I had a classic pro wrestling page and posted old matches. I posted Terry Funk versus Cactus Jack from Japan in 95. They got me for 30 days for promoting violence there, too. Wow, I need to see that fight, dude. You fought Mick Foley. Mick Foley towers over me, dude. God. And I thought, and you know, he looks so shorter compared to all the older wrestlers. Whenever I met Mick Foley, he towered over me, man. He's a big old boy. I was like, geez, I thought you were one of the short ones. I didn't say that to him, but you know. Yeah, man. That's cool that you got to fight Cactus Jack, man. I got to see that fight. I bet it was a fun time. Enclave Guild Mage. Turn target creature from the battlefield. Baseball bat. Earth Rumbler. You can tell I got a lot of Golgari love in here. Golgarian is it, and occasionally Azorius. All that glitters. Can't hurt. Let's see here. Recast the wizards you control, get +1/+1. You might be needed later. Ayula, Queen of the Bears. The Bears. Elspeth's Talent. Channel Planeswalker makes soldier tokens. We definitely want to put that in there because I know I got Kaya's around here somewhere. So we could definitely use those now, though. Kaya, please, if you would, show yourself so you can go into this obvious deck that is also going to be centered around you. Material Plate, Reenact Crime. Show and Tell, fun card. It's an heirloom crab. I like me some heirloom crab. Hey, witch's oven. I'm just talking about food strategies earlier. And Tyranid invasion. Well. Bum, 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 bum. Mick Foley is the same height as me. That's funny as shit. Oh my god, if we ever met. Shrubby, you and I are going to have just, a wellspring of beer. We're going to have a beer night, man. If we ever meet, we're going to have a beer night. Because I do like drinking with the big dogs when it comes to beer. Let's see here. All righty then. We're almost to the end of the piles here. And then we got another box that we're going to be sorting through to fetch stuff out of. So what's all in my merit log bag here? Ozolith, the Shattered Spire, Dracula Voyager, which is Edgar Charmed Groom, Kozalik, the Broken Reality. There's Enlightened Tutor. Yes. Lil of the Veil. And speaking of Igra, if you're still here, Meme Lord, there's an Igra. I actually need to keep Igra out and actually put her in the food deck. So we'll put her to the side. I'm getting real beer, none of your... Yeah, sure. I would like, because, I hear y'all's beers are like, are light whiskeys. 2 slabs of Crown Lager. We'll see who's still standing. I'm pretty sure I'll be dead in the dirt, but it'll be a good time. It will be a fun time. Shard, of course. Let's see all the glitters. Gargoyle. There's another Shillub. Spider spawning, nest to scare, obelisk spiders, Gritter. The spider deck is on hiatus at the Mo until I can get more stuff for it.
Lord Megatron.
That's like my 4th Megatron. I may or may not have a problem. And rabble rousing, most definitely. Rabble rousing. Yeah. Evolving Wilds. Sad Robot. Belligerent Yearling. Dinosaur. Calamax. That's another one that needs to stay in the commander pile and not in the support pile. Fallen Shinobi needs to go in my ninja deck. I don't know why I haven't put it in there yet. Demystify. Grave Betrayal. Maybe. Big maybe, in fact. Because Campbell, Profiteering Mayor. Yeah, buddy. Urza's Ruinous Blast. Yes. Each player puts a Val counter. Gary. Always need more Garys. Now I found where I wanted to start the deck earlier. That's funny. Jeez, coming back to it. That's a case of coming back to it, folks. Land. We are almost done, and then we're getting another box out. As if you thought we were done here. We may be done streaming, and I may just focus on working on the deck. Painful Quandary. Fracture. Gary, yes, Gary. Not to be confused with Gary or Gary. Gary. So as you can tell, and we have one more box of rares that we're going to be going through, like good stuff. That's our current stack. That's minus land. That ain't even got land in it. And then obviously her helm. I'm going to go to the facilities right quick. I'll be right back. as my kidneys generate stones. See you all in a few. All righty. Morty, they're eating her, and they're going to eat me. Oh, my God. All righty, then. These are all land packs. They can go in the land box. It's kind of also been a double day just to clean the table off for EDH later on this week. More Warhammer fan-made stuff. Life counter, land, afterlife. I'll see you in the afterlife, Gary. That's my chaos deck. These are all my decks that I've made. So now I'm gonna scoot you here. I'm gonna put you guys over here. And I think these are all, yeah, those are all more tokens and stuff. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, so by the way, Temporal Trespass, great card. Also left that out on purpose. All right, we should be clear. Okay. All righty then, we're going to put you guys to the side because there is one more box that has a lot of cool stuff in it. Well, Amanda, sweetie, I am very close to affiliate. I only need to stream for one more day. All of my other stats and metrics are up there. So once I get there, I got to keep it, right? Is that the stipulation on Twitch? You know you can miss a show, and I'm not going to fault you for it, right? You know that that's okay if you miss a show. Not a big deal. I'm not all that anymore. Never was. Let's see here. Ashnod, Flesh Mechanist. I may sack another critter if I do. Create tab. Yeah. Another Nebrenial. Ooh, Hero of the Dunes. Oh, you've been to the Dunes? And it's Artifact Love. Miraculous excavation elsewhere place. Hey, good old fashioned millstone. Ain't that the fun? Disciples of Gix. Transmogran Altar. Skyfisher Spider. Key to the city. Gaia's Gift. We are going to go ahead and separate our lands into our land box. Sashiro the Anointed. Oh, there's snakes. That's snake tribal. That's not something. Oh, I got to be careful using the word tribal. Because, yeah, you never know. Now they want to call it typal or something like that. I'm like, come on, it's always been tribal. Mask of the Jade Crafter, Giant Cinderella, Springleaf Drum, Gaia's Gift. Yashin Medic. Recruitment officer. Chromatic star. Wow. Wing commando. Hey. That's a fun movie. This is Caress. Deadly Riposte. Warlord Elite. Disfigure. You gotta do much for that. That's why God invented scumdog helmets. Doctor Architect. There's an Autumn's Veil. Another Autumn's Veil. Yeah, I next deck that I do plan on building is an Ovia, who's basically a commander that has Elvish Piper attached to it. And it's a commander. It's a legendary critter. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? It's like, oh, I can bring in my Embercool, the Eog's Torn for 1 green. Sure, I don't get the extra spell for the extra turn for casting her, but I do get to have a 15/15 Annihilator out there for 1 green. Ugh. God, it's so dumb. Triplicate Spirits. Rampaging Baloths. Great landfall. Forging the Anchor. Calamity's Wake. Exile all holes. Players can't cast non-creature spells this turn. Exile Calamity's Wake. That might be viable. Search of Greatness, also a great card. What type of deck are you trying to build? I am, well, let me just pull out the helm for you. 4/5 flying lifelink angel. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, it goes back to my hand at the beginning of my end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, it's exiled instead. So I'm running a lot of like removal and a lot of board wipes to basically keep my opponent's battlefields clean at the cost of my own dudes, which I can recast because they're going to go back to my hand. Which means that people are probably going to be targeting and harassing me anyway, because I'm going to once again be the Bolas of the table. But I guess old habits die hard. Gavin. Replicating Ring. More land. Sigil of Valor. Fauna Shaman. Discard a creature card. Search your library for a creature card. Ooh, that needs to go in Ovia. Trench Stalker and a Halo Fountain. Which I've already got one of those in the maybe pile on the big stack. Dano says, I need to see if I can create a certain person we know on the WWE. A certain person. Define certain person. Like, a puppet? A historical figure of infamous renown? You? You definitely just make one of you, because you're already a pro wrestler, dude. You don't even need to sugarcoat it. Just make a copy of you. Make one of you. That way you can relive your glory days, in a sense. Irene Senger, tee giggle. There's another ooze. But it had to have green. It had to have blue in it. I might be able to make it 3-color. I don't know if I want to, though. Can't always get what you want. Deathless Angel, Kicker. Desolation Angel. Ah. Destroy all lands you control. If you paid the kicker, destroy all lands instead. That might be a dick move card. Just destroy all lands after I get my, dudes out there that I want. It's not a bad idea. Niblis of the Urn attacks. You may tap target dude. No, thank you about the tapping. No, thank you, Bets, the tappings. Icy Manipulator needs to go in a Ovika and untap her with. More land destruction, some counter spells, gold bordered erase. One of the few cards in the game before Fallout. Came out in the second run of Portal that has a rifle. And then Fallout and Warhammer 40k came out, and now everybody's got a gun in their hand. The more you know. The whole lands are indestructible. That would be funny. That would be actually kind of dumb. Oh, Ginger. Oh, hell yeah. Ginger. I heard Ginger was having some fun with Crazy Horse and Alice earlier today, or yesterday. The White Spell Stern, you may play Patrician Scorn without paying its mana cost. Destroy all enchantments. I don't know if I want that. I have a lot of enchantments already that I want to run in this deck. Good old Stream of Life. Can't beat it. Gain X life. Alrighty, now we're getting into some Orhizov action. Boon Satyr. I saw that Pillory of the Sleepless, or the Ageless. Let's see what that does. Attack or block at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life. Interesting. A veritable interest, as it were. It is the rule. Knight of Infamy, huh? Exalted. Markov Warlord, not needed. It's not the color we're looking for. Basking Ritual, Unburial Rites. Your graveyard to the battlefield. Flashback 3 and a white. Maybe. I don't expect my commander to be out there the whole time. Cope with Guildmage. Happily Ever After ETBs. Each player gains 5 life, draws a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have 5 colors among permanents you control, and there are 6 more card types among permanents you control and are cards in your graveyard. And your life total is greater or equal to your starting life total. You win the game. Huh. It's a lot of stipulations just to get a win con. I guess it would work in a group hug deck. I was going to get the Ginger Wolf character to be the manager of a faction friend and I created in 1986. Says Dan Funk. Well, that's pretty rad. I don't see why she wouldn't say yes to it. Ginger's awesome. Irene Senger, Arc Lightning. Vinciar's Justice. You can tell a lot of these cards are old and obsolete. Power Creep. And Perish. Destroy all green creatures. Why? Because there was this thing called the color pied back in the day, kids, where certain colors were the paper, rock, scissors solutions to other colors. There used to be a time when the card color type that you played mattered. Nowadays, it's not really Everstrike. Gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it. Maybe. That is in the color scheme. Frail Death Raptor. Rites of Reaping. Endemic Plague. Also a fun card. Gloom Widow. Another spider for the Shelob deck whenever I get around to it. Wall of Corpses. So a Cannibal Corpse show. Got it. It's the mosh pit. Corpses. Even got the legendary Hexy Kicks. Entomb. These are cards from one of my oldest decks that I've owned, that I've disassembled and reassembled over the course of my career playing this damn game. And it runs a playset of Entomb. Entomb, Animate Dead, Entomb, Dance of the Dead, Entomb, Exhume, Shieldred, Lord of the Pit, all the dumb crap. There's Dark Rip that goes in there. And Dano says, I saw most of it until the wife unveiled the Fredericks of Hollywood outfit Saturday night. Kick ass. Kick ass. Actually, we need to keep a couple of these sleeves for certain commanders. There's a trick. Even if you can't afford sleeves, at least use some sleeves for your commanders so you don't accidentally shuffle them into your deck. I've done that many times. Spirit Loop. It doesn't say lifelink. It says deals damage. So maybe that's double lifelink if I remember correctly from my old Judge days. There was a time in my life when I used to get Judge promos mailed to me. Silver Chase Fox. Plot sliver. Oh, the slivers. Grave Waker. It's a birdie, but it's expensive. Blessed Renewal. Storm the Festival. Prevent all combat damage X creatures would deal this turn. Well, what's the whole point of that when you can just get a fog? Tithing Needle. Hey, look, another Lisa. No, we don't need another one of her. Just the one will do. Wild Beastmaster, great card. 3rd edition island. Shielded Passage. That might be ideal. The Luvian Horde. Remove target card from graveyard from the game. Okay, so what does this do? Mortarium Stone. Remove the game, target non-land card in the graveyard, and all other cards with the same name. Okay, so that's not really meant for commander engagement, CDH. Lots of pirates. Yes, I used to listen to Ailstorm as much as Sci-Fi Nation still does now. And I did it while I was playing pirate decks. And drinking rum. Drinking Captain Morgan, in fact. Back in the old days. I miss the days where I could just hang out with my coworkers after work. People that introduced me to this YouTube thing in the first place. Sometimes I think, was it Was it all really worth it? If I could just go back and start a branching causality where I never did this and just continue doing what I was doing. Curse of Thirst. You ever get thoughts like that? Or you go back and think about a pivotal decision, and you look at everything that has happened up to the point, and you see what you've done, and you go, was it worth it? I have. Reaper of the Night, Recuperate, Suture Ghoul, Alabaster Potion. I remember, I used to have a lot of game life decks back in the day. Essence Speed. Disentune. 3rd edition Drudge Skeleton. 6th edition Drudge Skeleton. I remember I was trying to get a Drudge Skeleton of every set. I was going to have every reprint of Drudge Skeleton because it was always a different card art. Spider. Hey, speaking of Japanese cards, Phylactery Lich. Nihongo. Battle of Wits. Pillar of War. Lich's Mirror. That was a fun card back in the day. You would lose the game, instead shuffle your hand, your graveyard, and all permanents you own in your library, then draw 7 cards. And your life total becomes 20. It was the ultimate double dumbass on you card. Of course, you would be starting from ground zero while literally everybody else would be... they would still have their board states, but it was definitely one of those, oh, I'm still around. Ginger Piper, Jedi Master, and Snowdub knows about the project that I talked to you about. That's cool. Well, there's one person that I don't think I won't be working with again, but I'm not going to say his name, simply per his request. And by proxy, 2 other people that I don't think I'm going to work with, which by proxy means that I'm probably not going to be working with Snow. And that's what I mean when I say I feel like my puppets are going to gather dust. This time it's real, man. I don't know. My career is essentially over. Channel player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. That's fun. Corpse Blockade. Hey, another Cannibal Corpse reference. Addendum. My career with them is essentially over. Whether I'm able to build something for myself with my shattered reputation remains to be seen. Which I highly doubt. Ivory Giant. Oh, Absand Banner. Games Auction. Heroism. Could have swore I had more Orhizov love in this box. I guess I didn't. Terrace Worm. Dormant Yamazoa. Say that one 3 times fast. Mana Bloom. Just play Mana Flare. Be done with it. It's like Mana Flare, but with extra steps. Yeah. We'll leave that one there for a minute. There you go. Don't fence me in. Screen cap it if you like. Spectral Gate Guards. Angel's Mercy. Compulsion. Pillar Field Ox. Ooh, Thought Flare. For those who think about you and won't let you go because you're just their lolcow and they hate you. I reply in kind. Take it, run with it, make a show about it. You know you wanna. I've already went through this stack. All right, I think we went through this stack here. Well, no, because there's an arms dealer. Yes, I've been through this stack. Okay. Going around in circles. Again, hail to Sashi. A pleasure to see you. I let them in on the plan before shit hit the fan. Yeah, that's cool. Well, tell them I miss them. It's good to see you, Sashi. How you doing, pal? Thanks for enjoying, I think was your afternoon with me. Ranger class. Vendetta. Here's a card from the old days that was a pain in the keister. Psychic Venom. You chanted a land with it, and it would deal that land's controller 2 damage every time they took mana from it. Those were the days, you know. When you dealt people damage little by little and not set up something that just wins the game 4 turns. Yu-Gi-Oh! 2.0. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more busted these days now than Magic ever was. Jeez. Mio Dio. Ravenous Rats. Ashes to Ashes. That was a good card back in the day. Goblin Electromancers. 4 Izzet Goblin Electromancers. Because I do like shaving instant and sorcery costs. Especially when I'm playing Storm decks. I do plan on building a Storm deck again. Like a legitimate Storm deck. Now that there's cards out there that literally give your instants and sorcery Storm. It just says it on the tin. You don't even have to try hard anymore. It's like, what the hell, man? Night of Glory. And the Cather. Break a Day. Crip Shriva. Slivers. My friend Drew hates slivers with a passion. Like, my God. He is not a fan. He's like, oh, you're running slivers. I'm going to burn that deck in the stove. I'm like, yeah. You try that. Then I introduced him to Eldrazi, and he was like, oh, well, it's worse than slivers now, ain't it? It's worse than slivers. Be real. Well, Drazi makes slivers look less degenerate. And we're going to keep you out there. Alrighty. Reverse polarity. That's a fun one. Well, it's only by artifacts. I would rather have just the natural reverse damage in this stack, but I'll take what I can get. Mystic Genesis, Ication Crier. Discard a card to white citizens. That's token gen, and therefore that's what we want. Toyota, token gen. Another millstone for the mill. Sentry of the Underworld. Pay 3 life. It's a Griffin Skeleton. 3/3 for 5. So slow as hell. Slow as bollocks. Oi, Huey. Oi, Huey. Apparently, I was behind in the video. Fixed it now. Hey, well, again, I'll say it again, bro. Hope you are enjoying your afternoon with us. Thank you for hanging out. More spider shenanigans. Spider sodomy. That would have been the name of our band if we had made a band. Spider sodomy. Oh. That can go either way, couldn't it? Target's life total becomes 20. That can go either way in Commander. And it's not damage or life loss. That's some tee-hee giggle tomfuckery. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may untap that creature and remove it from combat. Might be some fun in that. I mean, why not? If it makes you feel good, do it. Used to be what this was about, you know. Make you feel good, do it. Defy death. Rain of thorns encase in the ice. But do White Knigget. If absence weighs a heavy heart, are you famished without your king? I'm going to leave this up, but I'm going to try and get 2 hours of sleep before work. Have a great night, hon. Thank you for hanging out. I'm in retail, so it's very little to enjoy. Yeah, well, trust me, I'm about ready to share your pain again, so don't feel bad. There's nothing to enjoy about seeing the basest parts of humanity looking down their nose at you like you're an inferior just because they blame you for something that's totally out of your control. You know, trust me. I know that intimately, and I'm about to know it again. It's going to be real good for me whenever I try to perform on here. Slug Buttle. Last kiss. Chow of Night. This thing here. These. Harsh Sustenance deals X damage to target creature player, and you gain X life for X's number of dudes you control. Now that's Synergy 101 for the deck. That is a keeper. Herald of Anafenza. That is a 1-drop. Scarzdag High Priest. And that can make demons when creatures die, so that's pretty good. Amanda says, trust me, let me help you with your Twitch and you won't have to go back. Sachi says, I run my own store, therefore my boss is a certified asshole. Well, like I said, I'm not holding my breath, Amanda. I appreciate all the help you hooked me up with this far. Go lay down, get some sleep. I'll be fine. I'm simply ruminating. I'm not drinking. Torch Fiend. Where's Sliver? Spazomp. Earth and Goo. Into the Maw of Hell. Stasis Kings. Core Dirge. Wrench Mine. Torture. That was a fun card from back in the day. There's an oldie but goldie. That's a staple. Base Salt Monolith. The Mana Rock of Mana Rocks, kids. Right there. I got one in my Tony Stark deck and one in my Urza deck. For obvious reasons. Abbey Specters. There's a pirate ship. I live on a pile of it. A life counter. That don't even need to be in there. Doom Necromancers. We'll definitely take one of those. Undertakers. We'll definitely take one of those. And we're getting somewhere. Ancient Spider. It has white in it. What are you supposed to do with that? Sit and stare at the spider. That's an old Mortify. Do I use the old Mortify or the shiny one? Gluttonous Troll for the food deck, even though I already had one of those. The wife just brought me something to help me go to sleep again. A hot tea of some sort. Well, there you go. Dano, thanks for hanging. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, work week, and hope you get clearing out the rest of that unit. And you have a productive week, my friend. You take care of yourself, okay? Get some sleep. I woke up to more annoying news, which I won't get into, but it's like every time that I lay down and I get up, there's something else that's falling apart somewhere, and I'm just so tired. So damn tired. Blind Hunter. It's a bat. It has Haunt on it. Winged Swivers. I like Swivers. I have to bust out my Sliver Queen deck on a game of EDH. on here. Because if Drew told me if I ever brought my slivers back, maybe he was going to burn them. Ground rift. Ether membrane. 05 wall. You can block. So it's got reach. Huh. That's pretty darn neat. Needle speed biter. The Spiidas. Do you fear the Spiida? The Poltermetrosity? Do you think Metro Man will save you? Oh, Chaos Lord. That was a dude back in the day. Chaos Lord. Duels cohort. Yeah. Sightseeing 8. Dread of Night. There's the mono black Shilub. There's an extra Teferi, Temporal Archmage. Icing Manipulator, Rapacious Guest, a land. Old Smileys. That's a land and a sleeve. It's still a land. Target land has been put into a sleeve. It's still a land. Miss Sparkle says, how many cards do I have? I have like 50. I have the green tree one. Oh, buddy. I'm still sorting. Let me see how the Shieldred looks on the back. That is tolerable on the back, even though she's damaged. She's damaged goods, so I can play her. Why? Because it's a Shieldred! As the old saying goes, Shieldred! Some of these cards were damaged in the flood. We made 650 days and 2 days of sale. Wow, there you go. Raking in that paper. Make that paper. And you're easing your burdens. You're getting rid of some capital, potential capital, sure, but you're making up for it in the federal IOUs. So that's a good thing. And to answer your question, Miss Sparkles, I've been playing since '94. So you tell me how many of these cards I got. I'll wait. I'm just going through the ones in my collection that I'm using to build commander decks with, which is about an eighth. 6,000. Jeez, there's probably 6,000 in this box that I'm digging through. I don't have an exact number, nor do I want to count an exact number. So we are not going to count an exact number. Another creature comes into play. There's a Battle of Wits. Not really commander savvy. Mind Rot. Executioner Swing. That's pretty neat. I like that. It's thematic. Shrivel. Staff of the Sun Magus. Kind of redundant, but sure. Merciless Eviction. There's you, nuke. So, create artifacts, creatures, or enchantments, or walkers. That's not necessarily a full wipe, but it works in a pinch. Good old Merciless Eviction. Can't say no to that. I got you. Yeah. Hey, look, it's one of your favorite characters there, Sparkles. It's Boxy. You know, the Pandora's box that I should have never opened, right? Should have just left the has-been characters alone. I've been in this shitstorm that I'm in. Rush Rebirth, Primal Cocoon. Corpse Jack Menace, that's a good card. Virgo Gary. That sold 90% of my dad's stuff. Oh, I see Vox more now. I fell asleep, obviously, going back to bed, too. Had to come and say hello again. Good to see you, dear. Yeah. We're now into the final auxiliary box that I'm digging through tonight. And then I'm going to do a cardinal sin, disassembling a pre-constructed deck that I've had for quite some time to get some other things that I need for it. I thought I had an extra Deathbringer Liege, but apparently I do not. So I know that there's one in a deck that I don't play, and it's not like the old pre-cons are worth keeping together these days anyway. Back in the day, I used to provide everybody's dice. I would provide playmats. I had a fold-out table. People that didn't have a deck could come over and play. It was usually after work. I would just, whether it was my coworkers or whenever I got promoted and they were my employees, I would just play cards with them after work and bond with my people. We'd drink and be merry, and I miss that a lot. And then we came across the YouTube channel on my playlist, and the rest is history. It's like, you could do that, Tony. You do that for us. Anyway. See how that fucking turned out. No, it didn't. All that work. Wasted. Gone. Even with the cardinal sins, enjoy the rest of your stream. I will, dear. You have yourself a good night, okay? If anything, I'm just farming watch hours because I have a bad feeling I'm going to get an inevitable bit of news and I'm going to have to start from square one. Don't know why I try, but here we are. Okay, Grizzly Spectacle. Destroy target non-artifact critter. Priest of Ancient Lore, ATBs. It's a Pegasus. Yeah, that'd be right, you. Yeah, Pegasus.
You must take the Pegasus oath.
Shiv Meteor. Conjurer's Band. Name a card until the next turn. That card can't be played. Draw. Souls of the Faultless. Stealth damage. Gain that much life, and that attacking player loses that much life. Ooh, that's something to put a pariah on. Tee ha ha. Oh hee ha. Corrupt. 10 to 9. Castle Singer. Oh no. Dan, Dan, Dan. Run the Relentless. More Schwivers. I like Schwivers. Do you like Schwivers? I like Schwivers. All right, who can pronounce this name? Let's give it the old and hail to the Devastator 5319 over there on the Rumble side. Good to see you. And they have a good start going over here, and it's a lot of good tips from our buddy. I know them. I know that much. Stay positive. I'm staying neutral, positive leaning ish. Look at that card. Name a card. And player opponent reveals X cards from their hand at random. The player doesn't have enough cards in hand. His entire hand is revealed. Necrodubidibidizaw. There's the debtor's knell. See, told you I had one. Yoink. It's funny being compared to the quartering's pretty neat. They can't touch one lol cow, so they have to find one of their own. Pretty neat. Maybe I am cursing what little career I got left. Quartering started out as a Magic the Gathering content creator, too. Oh, well. Could be worse. I could have bought one of those stupid fucking Sonichu medallions. I hear those are really cursed. That's definitely what done Nick Ricada in. Champ of the Parish. I don't think there's enough humans for him to really grow from, so there's no point for that. More Eldrazi love. Call to the netherworld. Containment. Cleric class. Triskaidekaphobia, aka the fear of the number 13. Hello, what do you do? Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses the one life. It's pretty neat. Kind of slow on the take, though. Atog. Have you ever seen an Atog that eats the Atogs? Well, there you go. Sacrifice an Atog. There's not enough Atogs. You would literally have to have... Ooh, Identity Crisis. Remove all cards in target player's hand and graveyard from the game for 6. That that shuts a player down. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's some good stuff. Wild, wacky stuff. Soul Flayer, Demonic Taskmaster, Throne of Tarkir. Hey, a hippie, ladies and gentlemen. You know it, you love it. Urza, Prince of Krug. Mersovosk, Mind Drinker. Ooh. He's not Mentok the Mind Taker. Yeah, take care, Timeless. Is that the witch? That is. Whenever a curse is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return it to the battlefield attached to you. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you may attach a curse attached to you to one or more of your opponents. If you do, you draw 2. Yeah, that's a commander. That goes into the commander stack. There's things you can do with that. Make a curse deck. The curse has been lifted. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Staff of the Death Magus, because D. Mana Rock. Risen Sanctuary, Elemental, 8/8 Vigilance. Grixis Charm. Lots of Dimir. Lots of Causeways here. Human Knigget. Soulmender. 1/1 cleric that taps to give you a life. Orhizov Charm. Here we go. Turn target creature control and all auras you control attached to its owner's hand. Or destroy target creature and you lose life equal to its toughness. Or return target creature card. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty neat. Agent of the Fates. Good old Sinjir Autocrat. Always good to have for token gen. I think the wife spiked my tea. I gotta find out what the stuff is, or it's faster than the melatonin usually take when I can't sleep. Oh, crap. Well, drink in moderation. Be safe. Be safe at it. We'll see you soon. Have yourself the great rest of your day, and if I don't see you, the great rest of your week. We won't be back till Thursday, so... The rain's going to let up, so I'm going to do some yard work these next couple of days. Angelic Renewal. Ooh, Blind Obedience. Hey there. Hey now. I like that. Return target creature from graveyard. On a Fingriff. Maybe. Maybe not. Vanguard. Experiment Crush. Farika, God of Fiction. Hydra Brewmaster. Dragon Gorge. Stone Rain. Thousand Gloom. Nice deck hole, but this ain't what we're looking for. Wintermoor Commander, power type is equal to the number of knights you control. No, that ain't gonna do diddly. Hail to the Great Tank Ferret, good to see you. How you doing, buddy? I miss you. Miss having member streams with you. If you want to get back into the member action, you got to join me on my Patreon, dude. Because that's where I'm moving that. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and grab that. And it is available to everybody at every level. And the lowest level, I think, is 2. And you need to get a Discord to communicate with me on it. That's the other thing. But if you're a member, there's going to be a Patreon-only Discord for whose sole purpose is just to talk to me when I'm doing Discord streams. So, not Discord streams, but Patreon streams. That way you get your member streams without having to wait on YouTube. Land and a signal past. Soul Flare. Yeah, it's a delver. Can't really delve with that now, can we? Nope. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh cards flashed through here. Deep Intellect. Cranky's Command. Rolling Thunder. Rain of Embers. Earth Rift. Sorcerer class. I think that also saves. That might be good for storm decks. Doesn't storm off on its own, but it does support it and gives your dudes mana dorks for it. It's not too shabby. Mishra's Domination. Creeping Renaissance. Hey, a stuffy doll. Speaking of pariah. You can do a lot with a stuffy doll. Ain't that right, Terror? You want the turkey? First, God, fuck. They almost washed the virginity right off it. And Seabrew says, holy shit, you're doing the card thing. Why wouldn't I? What have I got left? How am I supposed to be genuine? Good to see you, Seabrew. How you doing, man? Burning Tree Emissary. Yeah, I'm deck building today. Huh? The corroding is coming. Corroding? The rust? What's corroding? What rust? What little career I got left, that's corroding in real time. Viscopa Enforcer. It has extort. Oh. Oh, that's pretty darn neat. I dig that. T-Bruce says, I'm good. Tell me how to send money. I got a 5 burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, you want to send a 5-er? I got a PayPal. I got a PayPal link. That should have been pinned to the chat, but I can grab it again. Thank you for supporting my humble little corner of the internet. The red giant star will burn another day. But if you want to get in on panel action, you know, kind of like what I used to do for my membership streams, you can also consider my Patreon. And it will be available to anybody who's a paid member. That's including the ones that pay $2 a month. So you got that there and that there. And here's the PayPal link for you, buddy. I'm hanging in there for what it's worth. I'm hanging in there. But, you know, the nuclear event that I had, me raising my fists to the sky saying I'll take down a multi-billion-dollar corporation, everybody in it, including people that cared for me and tried to help me, and being compared to the quartering as far as lolcow is concerned, with at least one channel being the subject of ridicule for another channel, watching my dreams go down the toilet with the Coriolis effect, and it's definitely not the opposite way if you're below the equator. I'm peachy. Just fine. Feeling fine. Let's see here. Arachnus spinner. Oh, so I already got one of these. Good. I'm going to get one of those for the spider deck, or look deeper into my old collection. I know you're not a card gamer, but thanks for hanging out, and thank you for supporting me, dude. We take our shots, we hit our targets. Well, I took too many shots, and now I'm the target. And rightly so. I said some very bad shit. No sense in saying I'm the victim whenever I was the victimizer. Devouring light.
Buried alive.
Captain Stern.
Stern.
Havoc Festival. No Hound. Raising Upstart. Now more Nuke Penabulk. My Lord in heaven. Yeah, I'll sell you my collection. How much? $50. How many cards you got? A lot? What are they? I don't know. It's in my collection. $50, you say? That's a nice big tote you got there. Yeah? Fine, I'll take it. That's all new Capenna stuff. Fear of Annihilation. Morning Throw. Hey, there's a card that we'll leave on top here. Seems adequate to the situation I'm going through. A little card called Dog Pile. Stern said I'm a member on Patreon or whatever. Oh, cool. Well then, whenever I make my Patreon Discord server and I do those Patreon thingers, $50, you say? Shame if there wasn't a card that was worth $3,000 in it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was $50, and the dude looked like he was kind of like trying to offload some fucking cards, and I said, "Fuck it." But it ended up being a bunch of new Capenna bulk. But hey, there's some new Capenna stuff in there that's, you know, worth. All right, and it looks like you renewed, my friend. So yes, I'll be sure to make a Discord specific for people to talk to me for the Discord member streams. I think Jill's doing something similar. I think she's going with the Zoom route. So I think she bought Zoom or whatever. Me, I already have everything I need, and I already have the know-how to set it up to where people's voices can be heard. They can't be seen on panel, but they can be heard. And as soon as I get everybody's icons, whenever I make thumbnails, I can just put their faces on the thing. Still working on mine, by the way. Hey, thank you. But you hooked me up the other night, so thank you for that. No rush. No rush there. About time for me to get something to eat before too long. But I'm milking watch hours too with this, I suppose. Just to, you know, and it's not like I'm leaving my chat to the wayside. I am responding to them in real time. I just don't know about YouTube anymore, man. I don't know what they want. Welcome regardless. Stupid Patreon shakes fist. Yeah. Is your internet feeling any better? I really could use someone to talk to, so I don't be a prisoner in my own head. Let's see here. Phylactery Lich. Monk Realist comes into play. Destroy target enchantment. Look at this. He's a monk and he's a realist. It's a real estate broker. Shepherd of Rot. Polis Crusher. Lands on the battlefield and land cards and graveyards. Oh. That would shut down some landfall decks at my table. Wowee. Wow. Kazowie. I like that. Oh, Dad liked that a lot. Let's see. A Cranial Archive. Swarm and Intelligence. Goblin Arsonist. Is it on fire? Would you like it to be? Nope, it's just having a bitch fit. I'm worried my Wi-Fi card is on its way out. Not cheap and not easy to replace. Ah, fair. Well, I just use I have an Ethernet port and excess wire. I don't trust Wi-Fi's. I live in a stormy ass neighborhood, and rather not rely on satellites if I can help it, and at least satellites from the house and Wi-Fi signal routers and. Spirit away. Dead ringers, witches, familiar. Meditation puzzle. Ragamuffin. Alms Beast. There's my Death Pact Angel. I was wondering where she was. Alms Beast. Creatures blocking or blocked by Alms Beast have lifelink. Yes. Death Pact Angel dies. Put a 1/1 white black cleric creature token on the battlefield that has 3 1 white and 2 black. Sack the dude. Return Death Pact Angel back on out. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking for synergy. Hey, look, Japanese acidic slime. I sent you a link, dude. Oh, dude. Seabrew, look. Seabrew. A link right there, bro. Huh? Like, do you have to do it to the audio thing? What are you talking about? You talking about Patreon? Oh, on Patreon or? Oh, well, thank you. You could do it that way too. Yeah. So yeah, it went through. It's got 131. Let me double check here. Yeah. There you go, sir. Appreciate you, man. There you go. Appreciate it. PayPal. $5 more in the PayPal. Well, it didn't show up on my PayPal yet, but I can go look. I don't know without the ding. I don't know if the transaction is done. I'm logging in right now. I got my phone here. Give me a tickety too. I do want to make a blob deck though. It's just nothing but blobs. There it is. That came through. Thank you so much. Here's 5 and 5. Don't stop fighting. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Now you're a $5 member. I appreciate it. God bless you, dude. I'm not going to stop fighting, but at the end of the day, man, I do need some sort of stable cash flow so that if this were to ever happen again, I won't be as retarded. So, all right. Thank you, brother. God bless you. That means a lot. Lumen Thread Field. And if you need me to do anything with that, you got a request for me to do a song or a skit, now's the time. Let me earn that money if I need to. Mine rod disembowel. Instead. There's a Priest of Yawgmoth from the old days. Undead. Typhoid rats, but I call them deltoid rats because I'm weird. Eldrin dead. Now we're in a lot of her. Hey, Flight! 3rd edition Flight. At that. Neato Tobito. Morty says. apologize for that. If I'm banking from growing on my own project and need help, if I can bank in it for later. Oh yeah, if you want to make a commercial, if you want me to promote it, I certainly can. If I'm still around at the time, keep me in the loop. Need my email? You just let me know. Or you can reach out to me on Discord too. If you're not following me on Discord, I'm Stark of Iron on Discord. I'll add me and I'll accept you when we're done here. Defabricate. Not to be confused with refabricate. Ooh, oh, wait. Wrapping flames. Moon Hollow Riffin. Beastbreaker Balligad. This back in the day was a draft staple. Strangled Geist. More land. That's a lot of myrrh. That's a lot of myrrh. I have a deck called That's a Lot of Myrrh. Anytime I see a myrrh, or they're technically pronounced mirror, but I'm put my redneck spin on it and says that's a lot of myrrh. Myrrh. There is a lot of myrrh. It's a hawk, but not just any hawk. It's a beacon hawk. Beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Oh no. Let's see here. Keepers of the Faith. What was their creature type? Keepers. Really? Yeah. There was a time when the game was simple. Those days are dead. Hey, a Yakklehops. That's a good board wipe. That's a good nuke. Demolish. Wall of Bone. Leaf Dancer. Still Life. Nettle Drone. Pacifist Run. Hey, Tormod's Crypt. I might just. You can never go wrong with graveyard removal. There's too many decks out there that dig into their holes too much. And between you and me, it's absolutely not necessary. Illusions. Lots of overruns. Vitaspole Talon. Okie dokie. We're almost done to this box. We got one more row to dig through, and then we'll start our construction, I guess, of the construction. I'm sure my binders have something to say. But I'm not about ready to dig those binders out for them to say it. So I'm going to go through this last row, and then I'm going to call it, kids, because it is 3 a.m, and I'm pretty sure my fallout shelter is probably got all of the things that I had set up on it ready to unlock, because it's one of those games where you can spend money or time, and I'm spending time on it rather than money. Money's not here. kind of funny. People say you sound like cats being strangled. When you're a cat person, you would never do that to your cats. Kind of hits harder. Another blob. Bio-waste blob. Oozes you control. Ooh. That's a Lurgoyf. I think we save the last row for last. Get the good. Let's see here. Until end of turn. Whip Grass Entangler. That's a cleric. Also a cleric. Oh, I found my clerics. Here we go. Attacking. Which I've already got. Benevolent Bodyguard in the list. Doffy Healer. Maybe. Cessation Soul Shepherd. Shield Mage Advocate. Silent Attendant. Armor of Faith. That's a Noble Templar. Those are classics. Symbiotic Beast. Hello, Governor. Gorging Warplow. Steeled Exemplar. Mass production. 4 colorless soldiers. That's a maybe. Hellish Frontliner. Tokasia, Dig-Side Mentor. She's in Bant colors. That's neat. This deck is not in Bant colors. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and shooting the shit. I needed people to talk to, and you guys are there, so I appreciate it. Common Absolution, Clockwork Servant. Vengeful Archon. Maybe. Brilliant Ultimatum. That's an Esper Ultimatum. What's that one do again? It's kind of the weakest ultimatum, quite frankly. Wow. Terror Ballista. Infestation. Rally the Peasants. It's got red in it, damn. Combat Tricks, oh no. Thank you for hanging with us, Jason Love. We'll be back Thursday. And hopefully I'll be in spirits. Well, what am I saying? Being real with y'all now. It won't be gloom and doom because I'll be on stage Thursday. But, you know. full conduit. Zamone. Kind of the weak sauce one. Tangle Manus. Bargain. Thrill of Possibility. Cremate. Tavern Swindler. Killian. Ink Duelist. I can dig it. There's a lot of R's in there. That'll be shaved on costs. Johnny's Last Stand. I need to discard this card if you control a planes. See the Warrens, Ranger's Path. Olucamos, World Eater. It's Hydra. Hail Hydra. Hydra decks. Wow, good on paper, not so good in play. Buried alive. It's a Hornet Sting. It's a Wren in 7. Now I just need to find my Wren in 6. Lay down arms. Ocean Tactician. Bone Saw is ready. Thorn of Amethyst. Non-critter spells cost 1 more. Got too many non-critter spells to consider that. I'm curious as to where my Gaia roamed off to. Ether Mage, Meridus, Tenza. Got a Maul. Youthful Knigget. Black Knigget. Necroglyph. More Hydras. Hail Hydra. Three pigs. Demon Cleric. Dream Devourer. Each non-land card in your hand without foretell has foretell. Reduced by 2, huh? That could be bonkers. Thris Non-Tuco Primus. Valkyrie Sword, Sarah's Embrace. Worthy War Chanter Scald. Exhilarating Elocution. 2/1/1 counters on target critter you control. Other critters you control. Maybe. Maybe. Murderous spoils. You gain all equipment attached to it. Grig's hard. This figure. Neato. We're about done here. I see things are dwindling off because I'm not talking. I'm sorry. But I hope that you all enjoyed our time here together. Me unfiltered, unperforming, sharing some of my thoughts, concerns, while deck building. The deck will hopefully be ready by Friday or Saturday or whatever. I want to play EDH again. You might find me on DJ Longhairs for that. Gather the townsfolk. That's classic token gen. Tory Rampage. Bone Harvest. Just Angel. But, yeah. Guy Stoddard Monk. Yeah, Verdant Force. It's like a force of nature, but verdant. It's a world spine worm. Those are fun. Expensive as all get up, though, to cast. Oath of Girdian. Girdian. Ristic Circle. Yeah, baby. We're about done, folks. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll get there. Marsh gas. Oh, you mean what I had from Taco Bell yesterday? I'm kidding. Marsh gas. Carrion locust. Another Triskaidekaphobia. Faceless Haven. I remember reading somewhere that card is banned or something. I honestly don't know why. Probably some busted combo, and since it's a land, it's harder than hell to deal with. Terror War. Thrilling Discovery. Flight. Overnight. Fate's Feathers. Old Stink Fingers. That's funny commander material. More Eldrazi. If I ever wanted to make another Eldrazi deck, I absolutely could, just with the stuff that I have. I haven't needed to buy cards in years because this collection just keeps impressing me. I keep looking through it and I see things that I wasn't thinking about before. So at least I ain't gotta ever worry about buying more cards for now. I know that DJ Longhair has given me some. He's going to send me some, so I will have some new cards from this year to play with. So. You know. Surf Patrol. This is the last bit, kids. Blast Zone. Also the nippers. Yeah, I think my Deathbringer Liege is in another castle. Oh, here's some more clerics. I need to find black clerics. I think a lot of my stuff's also in the binders as well. So, well, what's that? We have went through the stacks that I have created, that I've extensively went through. There will be some decks that I'm going to be disassembling from my precons over here, but we're going to do that off stage. We're going to do that off air because it's 3 a.m. and we got 8 people watching. If that's between Twitch and YouTube, so we should probably go ahead and start wrapping this pony up. Special shout out again to Sebrew for the donos and for becoming a $5 member. I will be making a Patreon exclusive Discord, and we're going to start making waves and partying over there. Well, I really need to make sure I read that terms of service with a fine-tooth comb because Patreon might be just as much of a stickler for copyrighted content and covered content and all that jazz. So we're going to have to go over that with a fine-tooth comb and figure that bad boy out. But in the meantime, in the between time, this is all my land. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. This was cathartic to say hi to you all and hang out. And we will catch you all on the flip. Let's go ahead and call it a show. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. And God bless each and every one of you for sticking with me, for the few that have. You all are fantastic, and I won't fail you again. All right. Toodaloo.